That's a pretty big package. I walked right into that one. So what's this I hear that you want to start shooting weddings? Well, if that's the case, then this episode is definitely for you because I'm going to explain to you what I did to get my foot in the door and why I think you should do the same. Cheers to that. These things are so addicting. Not sponsored. My addiction stopped being funny months ago. So good to be seen, and it's even better to see what's going on. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to share a little backstory of how I actually got started in wedding photography, specifically about, I want to say almost a year ago now. I had been a photographer for quite some time before that, but it wasn't until I did this one thing to actually get my foot in the door. So long story short, I'm perusing Instagram one morning and I thought to myself, you know what, this guy's pictures of his weddings are so epic. They're well put together. The storyline is there, and everything about his pictures was just phenomenal. And so what I did, I realized that he was a tenured veteran of more than 25 years of shooting weddings, and he's probably the most requested name on the island for shooting destination weddings. So what did I do? I slid into the DMs and I said the following: hey, I've been a fan of your work for quite some time, admiring you from a distance, and I would love nothing more to be able to second shoot for you for free in exchange for some pictures for my portfolio. I waited a couple of days until he actually went into the different inbox, and you know what? To my surprise, he said, absolutely, I would love to have some help. Not only that, but right then on the spot, he provided 2 dates for me for which to choose the day that I wanted to accompany and second shoot for him. So we landed on a wedding that he had, destination of course, and we ended up shooting together at Wyndham Rio Mar, which is a gorgeous resort on the coast of the island. And so we had a blast. I soaked in as much information as I possibly could. I had him in my ear the entire time. He told me where to stand, what to shoot, what was happening next. And it was kind of trippy because I had held a DSLR in quite some time. He still uses the 5D Mark IVs, a beast of a camera still to this day. So that was kind of fun to do. At the end of the day, I realized that I had pressed buttons that I didn't even know existed. And for the foreseeable future, I had done everything but weddings. But it was then and there that I realized, you know what? I just pressed the button I didn't know I had. I just had an epiphany that weddings is where I actually want to be because I want to create that genuine connection. So if you are standing on the fence, if you have been, I want to say, skeptical about taking the plunge and shooting some of the most stressful environments that is weddings, then I wholeheartedly recommend you do the exact same thing. Why? Because if you do your own due diligence and you research who is the head honcho of wedding photography in your neck of the woods, I guarantee you will find him or her. And if you do, follow in my footsteps, reach out to them and tell them, listen, I'm willing to network with as many people as possible, and I want to help you shoot your very next wedding, or maybe even 2, in case you want to bulk up the portfolio. And so reach out to them, find what their email is. If you can manage to get their phones, text them, shoot them a call, whatever you want to do. Hustle hard and tell them, listen, I'm willing to, put together or string together a couple of hours so that you can use me for whatever it is that you need to do. I could be your assistant, I could be your second shooter, I could be your videographer for the day. I'm not exactly preaching that you always work for free, but in order to get their foot in the door, in order to get their attention, engage their interest, I wholeheartedly recommend that you volunteer for a couple of hours. If it's a short wedding, hey, 4-6 hours. If it's a longer, 8-10 hours, whatever. Bite the bullet, soak in as much knowledge as you can, become a sponge, and I wholeheartedly recommend that you do this because once you do, you're going to determine whether or not wedding photography is for you. I hope that this video has been helpful. If it was, hey, stick that thumb you know where. And I want to leave you with this video right here, which is the 5 things that I learned after shooting a wedding. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to have you stick around. I will see you in the next video.